G'day everybody, welcome back to Mass Effect 2, where we have just returned from the planet Corliss, where we, let's say, tried to save Dr. Okeer so that he can be, you know, an asset for our mission, but unfortunately, he did die. He sort of sacrificed himself to ensure that his super soldier experiment was kept alive or survived. So speaking of this super soldier, we better wake him up, right? So we haven't exactly met them just yet. And I believe this Krogan is going to be one of our companions, one of the NPCs that we can sort of bring out with us. I'm just not entirely sure where to go, as usual, but my guess is that he's probably going to be somewhere in the engineering bay. So let's go down there and let's see if we can wake him up. Port cargo, that's where the veteran is. Starboard cargo, that's where... Oh no, hang on. Hang on a second. Port cargo is where Kasumi is that right? Getting lost here. No, okay. He's there. Where's Kasumi then? I forget.
Garrus put some crazy tech into the main guns. It's almost doubled their power draw.
They seem pretty wicked.
Indeed. Don't worry. A few tweaks to the forward capacitors, and the balance is back in line.
Yeah, sorry. I'm getting very distracted here. Well, I don't really need to deal with Kasumi just yet, so I suppose I can look for her another time. Yeah, let's activate.
Subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless.
Is he aware?
Can he see anything in there? Does he know where he is?
Unlikely. Current neural patterns indicate minimal cognition. Barring ship-wide power loss, the nutrients in the tank could sustain him for over a year.
Is he dangerous?
Any idea how dangerous this guy is?
He is a Krogan, Shepard. If you were asking whether he is actively hostile, I don't have the necessary data to answer. Okeer's technology could impart data, not methods of thinking. The subject may know of his views, but would not necessarily share them.
Do you detect anything odd?
What can you tell me about this guy? Anything unusual?
The subject is an exceptional example of the Krogan species, with fully formed primary, secondary, and tertiary organs where applicable. No defects of any kind, aside from the genetic markers of the genophage present in all Krogan. I cannot judge mental functioning.
Let's open the tank.
Stand by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out.
Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology.
He's too valuable to leave.
He's either a powerful addition to the crew or a time bomb. I'd rather deal with it now.
Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
Male. Before you die, I need a name.
You'll get more than that.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I don't take threats lightly. I suggest you relax.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, Legacy, Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
Why Grunt?
You wouldn't prefer Okier? Or Legacy?
It's short. Matches the training in my blood. The other words are big things I don't feel. Maybe they fit your mouth better. I feel nothing for Okir's clan or his enemies. I'll do what I'm bred to do. Fight and determine the strongest. But his imprint has failed. Without a reason that's mine, one fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
If you join my crew, we might be able to find you that fight you're looking for.
I have a good ship and a strong crew. A strong clan. You'd make it stronger.
If you're weak and choose weak enemies, I'll have to kill you.
Our enemies are worthy. No doubt about that.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Offer one hand, but arm the other. Wise shepherd. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you.
Alright, there we go. Managed to defuse that situation. I don't think there would be any situation where you would have to, kill him. But I guess the option that we had was really not to activate him at all. Which obviously would be a bit of a waste. Let's have a chat with him.
Shepherd.
So, I just wanted to talk about you.
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
That's all for now.
Shepherd.
Okay, so he probably talks a little bit more as we progress some of the main missions. Speaking of missions, I think I was mulling over whether or not we're going to do another main mission or some of the assignments. I think I'm going to pivot to assignments this time around, and we'll maybe take Grunt out for a bit of a spin, along with Kasumi, because I don't think we've used Kasumi just yet either. So let's take a look here. Eclipse Smuggling Depot, recover smuggled cargo, land on planet Daratar in the Faryar system, Hourglass Nebula. That sounds like a good one to me, and perhaps maybe we could do one for Cerberus as well. A Cerberus station on the planet Aite, or Aite, Typhon system Phoenix Massing, has gone off the grid. The elusive man has requested assistance in investigating this situation. Alright, so those are the two ones that we'll try to complete, and hopefully we'll have a good time doing it. I do want to just play around with our look, because we've been wearing the Cerberus uniform for a while now. Oh, and we should have... Here's the space hamster. Oh, there it is. It actually comes out. Okay, it's a little bit afraid of us. Maybe he hasn't acclimatized just yet. Oh, look at these. All of the ships that we've been buying from all those gift shops. I think there probably are a few more that we could try to find out there. Obviously, we'll buy those when we get the chance. Ooh, we should feed the fish. If we don't feed the fish, would they die eventually? I'm not entirely sure, actually. Alright, let's just do some customization here. Armor-wise, let's try to use some of the ones that we've bought. So... capacitor chestplate. Reduces delay before your shields start regenerating by 10%. Increases power damage by 3% or increases health by 5%. I do like the idea of using the Aegis variant if we continue with the N7 armor, but we do have all this other stuff, right? Terminus armor, Cerberus assault armor, Collector chitin armor, which is kind of cool. Cerberus adapted this suit for you out of salvaged Collector technology. The Collector's chitinous armor is flexible and even tougher than ballistic fibers. Its organic construction allows it to be self-healing, and the muscle-like tissue that assists movement ensures it is comfortable to wear despite its weight. I don't know, I really like the idea of looking the part, which means that we would go with the N7 armor, but and I do that, or I have been doing that in the past playthroughs that I've had in Mass Effect 2, and I kind of feel like maybe I'll play around, but we will switch back to the N7 armor a little bit later. Let's take a look here. Cerberus assault armor is designed for shock troops who are expected to turn the tide of battle against creatures or forces that would decimate normal soldiers. The troops demanded 3 things in its design: shields, an armor thick enough to last against a superior foe, and a rechargeable pack to extend a heavy weapon power cell. The only drawback of the armor is its weight, which the troops carry as a point of pride. They have a saying, out of shape going in shape coming out. Okay. Increases heavy weapon ammo capacity, shields, and health. Okay, so overall, just really, really decent upgrades here if we use the Cerberus assault armor. I will go with that. Yeah, but you can't really customize it very much, can you? And it appears that you have to wear the helmet. You don't have a choice of removing the helmet. So we'll play around with this, at least for the time being, because we're doing a couple of assignments. And in terms of our casual outfit, I thought we would be able to get like an N7 like uniform. This isn't exactly a uniform. Or I could do this. Yeah, let's do that. Which kind of shows our allegiance, really, to the Alliance. Very cool. I think that's the helmet that we found while we were honoring the Fallen. Anyway, back to the CIC, and let's get going. Actually, should we have a chat with various people? I don't know if
Commander,
there
you've
will
received
be...
a new message at your private terminal.
Okay, new messages. I might keep the messages for
How you
later.
gonna spend your next furlough?
You really think we'll have another shore leave?
Of course. Shepard's forming the best team this galaxy has ever seen. We're gonna kick some ass.
I'm sure you're right, Matthews.
We sure are, my friends. We sure are. Let's have a chat with Joker and see if he has something new to say.
You collect stray cats as a kid? Because we really needed a Mega Krogan, so thanks for dragging him home.
How are things in the cockpit?
I assume everything is going well up here?
We're just having an argument over personalization of my workspace.
Cerberus regulations are clear, Mr. Moreau. Personalization does not include grease on my bridge cameras.
It's just mad that all its footage of me looks like a dream sequence.
What do you think of the squad so far?
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. It seems like Garrus has finally worked that stick out of his butt, but now he's trying to beat guys to death with it. I can't believe I like the old Garrus better. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See ya,
I
Commander.
really like conversations with Garrus. Sorry, not Garrus, Joker. He always lightens the mood, which is good. Okay, time to get going.
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
Yeah, I do worry about him.
He's been through a lot, and not just physically.
There's something about him. I just want to hold him close and whisper, "It will be all right."
Oh. You're into aliens?
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens. Intimacy brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race or gender. Anything else, Commander?
What's your assessment of the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Let's just chat.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Are you happy here?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Illusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Okay, yeah, I think we heard that one before. Have we... I think we may have spoken to her about all of this before. And we won't.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Oh yes, that's
I might
right.
do more than catch
Now,
you.
anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay.
Alright.
Maybe we'll talk
Messages we'll do a little bit later. Let's do at least one of these missions. Hopefully it won't take too long. Have we... Yeah, okay. Ymir is 100% scouted, which is good. Let's just make sure that we've got probes and fuel. Actually, sorry guys, speaking of probes... Oh
How
god.
may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if
I'm
you
just
need
trying to
anything.
sprint, but I keep accidentally speaking to people and accidentally taking cover where I don't need to. Yes, we should be able to spend a whole bunch here, I think. Sniper rifle damage, plus 20%. Yeah, let's do that. And then... anything else? Krogan Vitality, here we go. All Krogan squad members get plus 25% health. Do we have more than one Krogan squad member? I wonder if we can find, Rex in this game. I can't remember. But anyway, let's research that. That's the most important thing. I did want to have a read of that. A scientist named Okier designed a retrovirus that matches the Krogan genetic code. Modifying the gene sequence of the virus and injecting a small amount into a Krogan can introduce a change in that genetic code. Anyway, him being able to sustain another 25% worth of damage would be decent. So he'll be able to be alive for longer, obviously. Was that everything? I think so. So let's get going.
No messages for you, Commander.
Alright, and did I buy my probes? Yes. Okay, 29 out of 30, that's good. Let's plot a jump and let's try to see if we can find these missions that we're supposed to do. Project Overlords. Yeah, the Hourglass Nebula. Recruit the convict and secure smuggled cargo. So we'll be able to do a couple of things in this location. So instead of doing a couple of assignments, perhaps maybe we do one assignment and then the dossier on the convict. Sounds like a plan to me. Alright, so... we should be able to jump around to other areas, right? Because there's Feyar. Oh yeah, and we need to go there anyway. The smuggled cargo. Here's the prison ship, where the convict is. I think we'll come back to that. Let's go to Feyar first. I wonder if I should be exploring some of these other systems before I even, like, leave them. Because since we're here, you know, that saves us from having to backtrack. Alright, let's do the smuggled cargo last. Let's do all of the scanning. Wenrum, or White Knight, takes its name from a Solarian story in the Romantic period, of a knight who refused all temptation to riches, carnality, and even flavorful food, until justice was served to the poor and oppressed. The planet is so named because of its white, highly reflective surface, composed mainly of titanium dioxide and ice, and no atmosphere to speak of to dim its albedo. Albedo? Don't know how to pronounce that word. Anyway, let's do some scanning. Presumably there's plenty of platinum here, based on the description.
Launching probe.
Oh, and the previous episode, I did want to test whether or not we can exceed 30,000 on the Iridium. I wonder if we'd be able to test that here, if we find heaps more. Like, that seems like a decent deposit right there.
Probe away.
Oh, we can exceed 30,000. Alright, is there any reason to hold back in that case? Maybe not.
Probe away.
Because if I can just simply grab everything while we're passing through here, you may as well. Got some decent scans there. Ooh, there we go. I like that.
Launching probe.
You can now afford the AP Sniper Rifle Research Project. Okay. Let's go for a bit more Iridium here.
Probe away.
Ooh, that is a big chunk right there. Let's do that.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched.
Why is Iridium and Palladium so abundant all the time?
Probe launched.
Is that true of many planets that we observe, I wonder? I don't really know too much about astrogeology or anything like that to know.
Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Okay, we're down to moderate. I'm thinking maybe there might be like 1 or 2 more bigger deposits.
Probe launched.
Oh, hang on. Here we go. Look, I'll probably send one last probe here. And then we'll move on, because we kind of need the probes for some of the other planets here as well. We might even need to go back to the refueling station to buy some more.
Probe away.
Oh, okay. Just as I say that, I find another deposit here.
Launching probe.
And another.
Launching probe.
Yeah, this place is super rich. I might go down to 10 probes. And then call it a day, because I kind of want to do a mission, so... And this kind of takes forever, doesn't it? Alright, I think this is decent enough. Platinum.
Launching probe.
Still moderate. So, that's interesting. We might be able to come back. I might see if I can... Oh, strange. Sorry guys, had trouble actually moving. Some kind of a bug there. Anyway, I wanted to go back to the fuel depot and just buy a whole bunch more probes because we're gonna need it. And fuel. Alright, Wenrum is done. Let's do this one. This is Nephros, or Restless Sleep. It is a relatively small hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant. Its atmosphere is home to spectacular winds of up to 350 kilometers per hour and electrical storms up to 700 times the power of those on Earth, which indicate that its hydrogen clouds contain moderate amounts of water vapor. Ooh, got a moderate amount of resources here.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Do you want some platinum?
Probe away.
Yeah, these deposits aren't exactly very big, are they? Oh, hang on. Here we go. This is something decent.
Launching probe.
Brilliant. Oh my goodness. Yes, please.
Launching probe.
Alright, we're down to poor, so I might leave this planet and continue to the next. Alangon, or Deceptive, was so named by Salarian scouts because as their probes landed on the planet, their instruments started going awry. This turned out to be due to the high concentration of magnetically active periclase or magnesia in the core and crust of the planet. This interferes with scans and broadcasts, which has given rise to countless spacer stories of pirates lying in wait in Alangon's magnetosphere, or crashed ships with untold fortunes stranded on the surface. In reality, any pirates would have a hard time locating prey amongst all the interference and would live lives cut off from the rest of the galaxy. As the magnetosphere kills extraplanetary communication, Alangon's other natural features are a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, spectacular dry ice formations, and xenon gas, which can be skimmed from the upper atmosphere and used in ion thrusters. We haven't really found many planets with, like anomalies on them.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
I'm just wondering whether or not there's like an excess amount of resources in this game, or whether or not to get absolutely everything researched, you might find yourself needing like all of the resources or as much as you can find. Maybe it's pretty tight.
Probe away. Probe away.
Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. Yes, please.
Probe away.
Oh yes. Okay. I like that.
Probe launched.
We did get a signal there. Oh, right here.
Launching probe.
I think if I have to choose, I might go for platinum.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Okay, we're down to moderate.
Probe launched.
Depleted. Okay, we've not seen that before. Even though it says depleted, there are still some small deposits that you could work on. Like, this is pretty decent. I'll grab that.
Launching probe.
And because we're at 11 probes, we may as well go for one more scan, even though we're not going to get too much. Just getting my money's worth when we buy the probes.
Launching probe.
Alright, we are done here. Now, at the risk of, you know, not actually doing one of these missions, I may actually pivot to Daratar immediately, because otherwise we might not even do a single mission in this episode, and I would prefer that we do. So, Daratar, Cerberus hotspot detected. The planet Daratar in the Ferriar system is a suspected Eclipse smuggling site. Cerberus is interested in obtaining the materials kept at this site. Operatives will be paid handsomely for any intact crates retrieved from the site. Be aware that Eclipse would rather see the cargo destroyed than lose it to a rival organization. Payments will be made once the acquisition of undamaged crates is verified. I wonder if this means that there may be destructible crates in the environment that we're about to go in, and we need to ensure that those crates remain intact. Is that basically the mission? Quite possibly.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away.
So I often hear like the I guess the response to our probe, like with a bit of a chime. Sometimes the chime changes. I wonder if that indicates whether or not you've done a good job positioning the probe and whether or not you've gotten the best like outcome. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of EZO. If anything, I want to focus on the EZO. Yeah, we need that.
Launching probe.
Yeah, okay, that was a really good find. I'm very happy with that.
Probe launched.
Almost out of probes. Ooh, more EZO. Look at that. Yeah, that should be the focus.
Probe launched.
We're still at moderate.
Probe launched.
And still at moderate. But we don't have any probes remaining, so we'll probably need to come back here with a few more probes and continue scanning, especially if it has EZO. Let's land. And let's take Grunt for a spin and Kasumi for a spin as well, because I do want to just make sure that we spend squad points. I think we'll go for Warp. Kasumi... Shadow Strike. Cloak and sneak behind a target to deliver a devastating blow. Pretty cool. Let's do level 2. Let's do Overload. And level 2 on that as well. Master Thief. 1 in there. And then let's do Shadow Strike and more Overload. I think that's a decent setup there. Grunt. 12 points already. Interesting. Concussive Shot, let's bring that to level 2. Actually, that's probably because he doesn't even have a single thing unlocked. Oh, hang on. No, he did. I just spent more points than I thought. That's okay, I do like Concussive Shot anyway. I'll do 1 in Berserker, and then we'll do the rest in Incendiary Ammo. Fortification. I wonder if there's a limited amount of points or whether or not you can get to level 4 for every skill. Because if we can get, like, fortification, obviously that'd be good. Squad member is not loyal. A brief but massive boost to your armor. Alright, weapons. Collector assault rifle. I think we want to go for the Vindicator battle rifle. And then with the shotgun, let's do the Eviscerator. And then for Kasumi, yeah, I mean, she can stick with the Carnifex. We haven't really found any machine pistols, have we? Okay, Overload's probably gonna be critical here. Destroy the heavy mechs, okay. Before they destroy the valuable cargo. Okay, are we on a time limit? Okay, we've got a certain amount of intact crates. Forgot about my armor. So let's do... Oh, I better take some cover. Okay, this seems pretty challenging. Overload. And I might do... I think we need our arc projector here. Good stuff. Alright. We are running out of crates though.
Right on your ass.
One more. Oh no.
Hostiles.
Alright, that's the last one. Let's switch to Carnifex. And I want to do a warp here. Try to get that armor off. Concussive shot.
Impact shot.
Oh, whoa! What the hell? What the hell just happened there? Alright. Destroyed. Press and hold F to end the mission. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was a bit buggy, wasn't it? I have no idea what happened. I think maybe one of the skills that we used caused him to go flying. So... I'm just wondering whether or not there's anything we can, like, salvage from this location. I don't want to miss anything, obviously, so... I'll take that. Ooh, some EZO. That's very good. Enemy ship spotted in orbit. IFFID confirmed. Cerberus. Beginning farewell protocol. Engaging security systems. Destroy command received. Initiating cleanup routine. Routine initiated. Activating mech security. Mech security activated. Locking access to terminals. Locked. Farewell protocol complete. Was not good enough, was it? I mean, we managed to get 11 crates. I wonder if our reward depends on how many crates were saved. I think it is. And we didn't really save a lot, did we? Only half. Had to perform another full maintenance check. Sand keeps getting into our equipment, increasing the frequency of system checks. We have to be ready to shut this place down if someone spots us from orbit.
That ought to teach him.
Ooh, I do need that. Some heavy ammo. It's really hard to find heavy ammo, all things considered. And I passed up the opportunity that one time to buy heavy ammo. But perhaps maybe if you find yourself towards the end of the game not having heavy ammo, perhaps maybe you could just simply purchase some. Provided we've got the credits. Is there anything near the shuttle? I think we're good. So yeah, let's end the mission. Return to the Normandy. Yes, we'll leave. Mission accomplished. What's a reward though? 11 of the 20 crates were saved. Does it not tell you what kind of reward you get? Not sure. Perhaps maybe it's just the amount of experience that you managed to collect. Alright. So, with that done, I do want to continue scanning this system, but I do need some probes. So, let's just go ahead and buy some, and we'll return. I don't think I've ever had a situation where I've ran out of fuel while trying to travel between systems. But I assume that it's immediate game over if that were to happen. Okay, let's check out the rest of these planets. Actually, sorry, I almost forgot, but with Daratar, we haven't completely scanned this place, right? So, and considering we're finding Eezo all over the place, maybe that's the reason why Eclipse was operating in this planet in the first place.
Probe launched.
I wonder if we could have recovered some Eezo if we managed to secure, say, all of the crates. Is that even possible, though? I don't know. Maybe the strategy would be to, like, attract all of the mechs immediately at the beginning of the mission. Possibly. And if you can attract all of them, and they're sort of just attacking us, then they're not attacking the crates, right? So that could be a viable strategy. But that's okay, it's not like I want to redo it or anything like that, so...
Probe away.
Yeah, that is a lot of Eezo recovered. I'm very happy that we discovered that there's Eezo on this planet.
Probe launched.
Now, it's down to poor, which means that we're unlikely to find too much more, but, oh yeah, this is exactly the reason why I wanted to continue scanning, is because you never know, we could potentially find some Eezo deposits, even if we have only a small Eezo deposit, I don't mind throwing a probe down there, considering how difficult it is to find Ezo. Like, even this, I will definitely take that. Just trying to maximize it.
Probe launched.
Okay, that looks good. Yeah, we've got other deposits here as well.
Launching probe.
So, the scanner saying things are depleted is a little bit misleading because you can keep going for a little bit. But what's most important is just finding that Ezo. Oh, hang on, did we? Yeah, there it is. Just a tiny little bit. Let's eke things out.
Launching probe.
Perfect. Alright. Would there be more Ezo here? Potentially, but it might be very, very difficult to find. So let's leave and let's go for some of the other planets here. So, Quarum. A scorchingly hot planet close to its parent star, Quarum, was bombarded by comets and asteroids during its earliest geological periods. As the solar system stabilized, these occurrences leveled off until the planet became geologically inactive. Its nitrogen and helium atmosphere is extremely thick due to heavy metals, making the planet's core very dense. Unfortunately, these metals are deep below the crust, making mining impractical. Well, apparently we can do it, because we could just simply send some probes down here.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
I think that's the spot.
Probe away. Probe away.
I wonder if we would ever need more than 30,000 of a particular resource to research something. Perhaps maybe 30,000 is like the, I guess the point where you could stop doing scans because you've got enough to buy the most expensive thing. But then, as soon as you spend, you might need to find more anyway.
Probe launched.
There we go.
Probe away.
I think we'll bring things down to moderate.
Launching probe.
Yeah, we can even exceed 60,000 there. That's good on the iridium. Oh, we're down to moderate. Yeah. Okay. Let's get going, because we've still got a couple more planets to go. Tunfigel. First characterized by the Solarians, Tunfigel, or Hard Heart, is noted for its platinum and uranium deposits. making robo-mining a lucrative activity. While the surface temperature is well within the range of a comfortable EVA excursion, the extremely dense Tunfigel generates a dangerous gravitational pull 5 times that of Earth. The Solarian miners exploiting the planet derisively nicknamed planets such as these Elcor tourist traps. Yeah, fair. Because I think the Elcor's homeworld is like extremely heavy, like has a strong gravitational pull, rather. Oh my god, this one is also rich.
Launching probe.
Yeah. Because I can't really remember whether or not we need like all of these resources and like whether or not we will be starved for resources towards the end game. What I might do is I might not worry about picking up all of the resources, and we might need to do some backtracking towards the late game to pick up more resources when we need it. But what I might do, you know, because I do like reading all of the entries of the planets and, you know, 100%ing, you know, scouting of the galaxy, I kind of just want to do spot scans
Probe away.
for Element 0, because Element 0 is the only thing that can be quite difficult to secure. Yeah. Let's do one more probe, and I think we're done here. And as I said, if we do need to come back, we come back. So let's move on to the next planet. Antikythera? No, Antikythera. Antikythera, or fused metal, is so named because of its spectacular craters. A planet high in various grades of iron oxide, Antikythera, is regularly pummeled by loose asteroids in the nearby belt between it and Wenrum. The iron melted and fused by the incoming meteors make for spectacular landscape shots that look alien no matter what part of the galaxy you may be from. However, due to frequent meteor impacts, the exploration is considered highly dangerous even to those with advanced kinetic barriers. Another rich planet. I mean, I'll take that. Not picking up Ezo though. I think it's quite rare for any planets to have Ezo.
Probe launched.
Decent amount of palladium.
Probe away.
Yeah, I don't see Ezo anywhere on this planet, so let's leave. Alright, so that's Feria 100%ed, which is good. I sort of want to... I definitely need some probes, don't I? So there is another system within this nebula, the Ploitari system. So it might not be a bad idea to go there. And then there's the dossier that we need to complete as well. So that's definitely on the cards. Buy some fuel, buy some probes. Yeah, 28 probes. Let's go to Ploitari. And yeah, I should have been doing, you know, various system visits while we were visiting some of the other nebulas, which I forgot to do. But we'll definitely, you know, go to each and every system eventually. Instead of doing some more scanning of planets at this point, considering the amount of time we've spent, this might be a decent place for us to call it. There's only
Commander,
one
you've received a new
thing
message
that I
at your
want to
private
do
terminal.
just before we finish this episode, is to see if I can just spend some of my resources. I mean, we've got this, right? The AP sniper rifle, so 15,000 platinum. Sure, let's do that. Increasing the tungsten content of slugs and recalibrating the weapon's computer greatly improves penetration against heavily armored targets. So, Garrus and... who else uses snipers? Was it... Grunt? I don't think so. Does Kasumi use sniper rifles? I don't think she does. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's have a look at other stuff. Okay, I don't see anything else, although maybe in the next episode we should go back to Grunt and have a proper conversation with him, because, you know, we didn't exactly do that. And talk to him about some of the upgrades that he might be able to suggest. That way we can just immediately spend resources on those to improve outcomes moving forward. But this is it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know a lot of scanning, and I feel like that's probably going to be a theme of this entire playthrough. Unless people suggest that they don't want to see any of the scanning. But I guess that is the game, really. I suppose you could go and not scan stuff and not get materials and just simply not upgrade things and continue the game that way if you wanted to. But I don't intend to do that. Anyway, guys, I'm blabbering on. Thank you very much for watching. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.